Hello, this is the Badminton Painter, and today we're going to be painting up some Marvel Crisis Protocol miniature game models. I already did Venom because he's probably my favorite Marvel character. He's definitely my son's favorite, and when I bought him, I decided to throw in the Hulk because it's big, he's green, and he's really cool. I really like the sculpt. There's an alternate sculpt where he's kind of jumping in an attack, but I found this one cooler, so I decided on him. The models from for Marvel Crisis Protocol are fairly easy to put together, and Venom fitted in like surprisingly nicely. I did have some gaps on this guy, so not ideal, but after he was painted up, it wasn't that noticeable. Right now, it's quite noticeable, but a little bit of paint on him, and he looks good. So base coating him white, and then because I wanted some vibrancy to the green, I tried dry brushing on some Inkton's yellow from Scale Color. It's an ink, so it's very runny, but fairly easy to dry brush with. It gave some soft transitions, and that's to add some vibrancy to the green that I decided to do this. So I use contrast, God Ripper Flesh, because it's a light green, and I didn't want him to go all dark and black. And when applying contrast, it's just important to remember to distribute the color before it hardens. Afterwards, I decided to dry brush again, this time using Pistachio from AK Interactive, again to get that yellowish green on the raised areas where light would hit. I know I've said vibrant like a lot of times now, but that was really what I went for. I wanted this vibrant, alive green. Next, I use Caliban green for his hair, because it's dark green or black, depending on what universe you subscribe to. But in my world, he has dark green hair. And normally I don't show me painting the base, but since there's not a lot of stuff going on this model color-wise, there's a lot of stuff going on, but it's an easy paint job for me. I decided to include the base work as well, also because the Crisis Protocol bases are actually kind of fun to paint. The cinematic bases for Games Workshop products, normally I hate those because they're overly detailed and just a pain for me to paint. Hulk has purple pants. So, Amethyst Rain from 2 thin coats. And it's actually a bit thin, so I ended up giving it 3 coats some places. But it's a nice purple. I decided to highlight his hair a bit. So what I do is I add some mood green, and right after I go over it with my thumb to leave a minimum amount. I didn't want this thick stripes in his hair. I wanted it to be as thin as possible. And I found this technique to be fairly effective. Just apply and wipe. And highlighting for the pants, I decided to go with Sorcerer's Cloak, also from 2 thin coats. I think it's fairly easy to see which Games Workshop or Citadel alternatives you could use. But something like Genestealer Purple would probably yield the same result. This might be a little bit darker. Then I decided to give everything a wash with the Druchii Violet. And it's just a once over wash. Again, being careful not to let it pool, but not being overly attentive to it either. I just kind of slapped it on, and it does a good job at blending the highlight color with the base color. So the contrast becomes less stark. I decided to brick the cobblestone simply because I thought, hey, that would look good. And I do that with a base layer of medium rust from AK Interactive. And then I decided to paint the individual stones. I'm picking out some of them in ruby and light rust. But medium rust was just like the perfect brick color. And I know you wouldn't use brick for a road, but I thought it looked good. So that might be wrong. I don't know. I kind of liked it, so I went with that. Also to break up the gray and add some color to everything. I'm just doing light touch-ups while the base color is still kind of wet. And for the... I'm guessing it's a... I don't know what it is. Some kind of lid for something. Probably a sewer cover. I use brass from AK Interactive. Finally I go in with some white star for teeth and eyes. And try to be careful not to hit the skin that I've worked, well, not hard, but kind of hard on. Yeah, and here's my hand. I still haven't gotten that down. Finally, a thick layer of black wash all over the base. And his teeth. But yeah, I kind of smear the base in the black wash. And then I go in with a towel and dab most of it off. Something I never really considered doing before. But it gives a good effect. So as you can see here, it's a fairly thick layer. It's way too heavy. But I'm allowing it to sieve into all the crevices. And then as soon as I'm done, I take the paper towel and I just dab everything with it. Out of focus, of course, because that's how I do. So that will keep the wash in all the recesses, but not overshadow or dull down the original paint job. And the final product looks like this. It's a Hulk. And it took me maybe an hour and a half to paint him. Oh, I don't know if you actually can see this on the footage, but I actually gave him pupils. Hey, if you lean in, you can see it. So normally I would never waste my time trying to add a little dot being a pupil, but for this guy I felt like I kind of had to. So I did. Anywho, this was something else from, or something different from my normal Games Workshop heavy inspired videos. I like Marvel Crisis Protocol. They're fun to paint. Maybe I should try to play the game at some time, but right now just really fun to paint. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed me rambling and painting the model badly. If you did, please do leave a like, it helps out a lot, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It makes me happy. Thank you for your time, and bye.